Hello and welcome back to a very warm summer's day here in the UK, where we are going to be sweating it out in our rig once again for the second time in a week, where we have round 2 of 12 at Hungary today in the RPL League. So we're going to be going for we're going to go 35 laps. So a medium, long race distance, half race distance to normal, and we'll be having a rule set today where we are not allowed to use a medium tyre. If you know anything about Hungary, that could be a bit of a challenge because the soft tyre here is only really good for about 1 lap. So we should get some really interesting differences in strategies. There should be some absolutely wild pace differences at different stages in the race. There'll be a time where you feel like you're not doing anything and a time where you feel like you're on top of the world. So in that regard, we'll just try and keep ourselves on track, keep our pace strong. Of course, we had last week, we came P9 in Australia. Probably could have been a little bit better if it wasn't for a couple of track limit invalidations. That cost us 3 seconds in the end, and due to a late safety car, the field was spread fairly close together. So we did miss out there a little bit. Let me see if I can just move my camera so it's slightly more. It's quite tight in at the moment. But yeah, we'll be we were in the Williams last week, and now we're in the Ferrari. Based on our P9 performance, obviously not amazing. So this is the way this league works. If you do worse, you get placed in a better car. So if we don't do well this week, we don't have any excuses. One thing to note about last week, however, we do actually have no excuses for that either, because we were in a lobby where the moderator forgot to turn on unequal performance. So all the cars were the same last week. Nobody actually knew. I certainly didn't. I was racing people as if I was in a slightly slower car or faster car, depending on who was around me. So it's interesting to see that placebo effect in play. I felt like everyone had a fairly strong pace. Quali was very tight, which now looking back makes sense based on the equal cars. We were only about 4 tenths off pole in the end, 6 tenths off pole. But yeah, we did mess up our last lap last time, so we'll be looking to find an improvement here in quali. Should be not near the front, and if we're not, then we'll have a race of it, and we'll just have some fun, because that's what it's all about. Hello to anyone that's joining me, which is no one at the moment, but we will be putting this up for on demand later on. In fact, if I share this across the boards on the RPL Discord, we may get a few more people in, so let me just go ahead and do that now. Give me 1 moment. We are still waiting for people to ready up in the lobby, so always a delay every now and then. We never seem to go exactly on time. So here we go. We're going to share to self-promotion, and there have been a couple of shares in here, so we don't look like we're the one posting all the time. And there we go. Right. What's happening? Can we go? Just have a look at the chat. Looks like there's a couple of people still trying to get into the lobby. Is Nearly Psycho in here? We have Nearly Psycho. Did he get demoted? He must have got demoted from tier 1. That's surprising. Always good to see old faces. So Nearly Psycho, if you see this. Hopefully we have some good battles today. I don't know what kind of pace you're on at the moment. You're probably smoking all of us. course, we have to have the Ferrari hat on as we are in the Ferrari today. Real Astronomy is our teammate. We do actually have a teammate this time, so oh no, we had a teammate last time as well. We are just going to have to watch that on the pit entry just to make sure we don't overlap with anyone. Do we have the race winner in from last time? No, I don't think we do. Oh no, we do. The Menace, who's in the Cadillac. Is SA in this week? He was pretty fast. No, SA's not in the lobby. Nearly cycles in the Audi. Looks like we're ready. So we'll be going in about 10 seconds time. Make sure we obviously pick the right tyre set. Absolutely no point at all taking any extra mediums than we need to, as we won't be able to use them. We might, however, I'm tempted to go out in quali on the mediums though. I wonder if that's allowed. Yeah, I'll see if anyone else does it. But yeah, if we go out on the mediums, we can give ourselves a tester lap. We can just back off in the last corner, I'm sure it'll be fine. We're about to set the fan up today to keep us nice and cool. Air temperature is in real time, not track air temperature, but yeah, air temperature is about 26 degrees today. So I'm very glad that we're not racing on a Tuesday, because tomorrow it's looking like it's going to be at least 10 degrees hotter here in the UK. But we have some airflow, got the window open, so sorry for any background noise. I am on a main street, so usually on my streams when I have the window open you can hear lots of cars and trucks and buses and all that kind of thing. We really should get a proper microphone setup at some point, but I don't do this seriously enough. I just put it on YouTube, mainly to save myself hard drive space, because saving these races is a pain in the ass. Takes up less computer performance as well. We are streaming via NDI onto the Mac, and then the Mac straight out onto YouTube. Interesting. Oh yeah, because we picked the extra hard, so we do get that in quali. Okay, then we'll just do laps. I'm almost tempted to stay in the garage for a bit. We've got 17 minutes. It's a short lap here at Hungary. Let's have a look, see if there's any rain on the way. So no rain for qualifying in the race, which is good. Nice dry race. And I think the goal here at Hungary is not to take battery management too seriously. Always make sure we've got 100% for the main straight if we need it. But honestly, I'd be surprised if people have a massive advantage around the rest of the lap other than the straight if they're using battery in the wrong areas, and that's just going to keep them, it's going to make them vulnerable on the straight. So we'll see how it plays out. We might need to adapt. And not many people out on track yet, or people yeah, there's a few people leaving the pits. Again, we do have to obviously remember not to cause any yellow flags on our out lap and in lap. So we're just going to drive as if, without the battery on, we're going to drive as if it's a quali lap. Doesn't really matter anyway, because tyres need warming up. We do have our microphone on. I don't know how to change that. I wonder if we can. I don't want it on. I don't think we're coming through on anything. Mainly because my main computer hasn't got a microphone set up, so yeah, it might just be. See if it goes away. Yeah, I can't see it. Unless the Fanatec wheel has a microphone in it. But yeah, let's go out. Let's get a lap on the boards. Probably afford to use 2 sets of tyres here. Well, we have to save a set of tyres, really, because we're not allowed to use anything else. We're not allowed to use the mediums, so yeah, we might have to. Do you have I think that's an Audi coming around the last corner. Nearly psycho there. Give him a wave.
Okay, so from an aerodynamic perspective, the main changes are the new aero modes. Straight mode will give you less drag on the straights, and corner mode, more downforce in the corners. You can activate straight mode in designated zones that you'll see on track and on your MFD, and corner mode is automatic, so no worries there.
We do have very high tyre wear here, so we're not going to try and use too much on the outlap, because that might be the difference when it matters. I mean, every bit of tyre grip we have.
Okay mate, so plenty of changes this year. In terms of the engine, you've now got overtake mode. It's a boosted battery mode that'll kick in automatically when you're within a second of the car ahead to give you more power over the following lap, so you can get that overtake done. And don't worry about draining the battery, you can recharge more accordingly.
Always tough when you're pushing at Hungary to keep it in track limits. Some very tight corners. We were purple in that first sector, and how accurate that was. We're going to just go again on the same set of tyres. As we're only about quarter of the lap through there. For the first turn anyway.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16. Okay, as you know, another part of the new regs is boost mode. Don't forget to use it to make the most of that hybrid power.
That'll do. 17.3. I feel like we maximised battery there. Used all of it in the first sector. Seems to be the play.
Confirmed, we'll receive receive you at the end of this lap.
Be interesting to see how far we are up. Also, is 2 laps to warm up the bay as well. We felt like the tyres were slightly grippier there. Just had really good compliance.
This lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Practice the pit entry because we've not done that yet. It's a fairly easy pit entry here at Hungary. You'd have to be doing a lot wrong to get that. Track limits there. It's just an easy 2 downshifts and you can go pretty early on it. You're not going to lose too much time. There could be a lot of people still on the mediums, so we're going to take that lap with a pinch of salt. We're 2 purple sectors, and we are a decent chunk up. Jesus. 2 lap warm up might be the play after all.
Good for this session. We've got dry weather all the way.
There is absolutely no point in going out the garage. I'm sorry, but that's going to be really boring content. But as we can't use the mediums in the race, we are going to set a set of tyres. We're only going to go out once more on 1 new set of softs. So we're just going to let the clock run down. Keep an eye on times, make sure we don't get overtaken. And if we do, I mean, we head out anyway.
Right, so
people will improve.
So far, 1 minute 17.3.
I'm really happy with that lap. Really happy with that lap. So I don't really know. We was in a bit of a flow state there, braking at the right times. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I used battery out of.
Okay, the circuit's clear at the moment. We're good to go.
Felt like middle sector we didn't use it at all. Last sector we used it a bit. Medium was enough to get us through that middle sector. Owen Wilson took a 17.9 on a set of mediums, so you have to keep an eye on him. He's in the, I'm going to guess that's a Red Bull. They really need to put the car logos on here so you can actually tell. No, it's a V carb actually, so he's done a really good job in that. Deleuze again. I completely was sleeping on the fact that Deleuze is in this lobby. It's like old times. We've got Deleuze, we've got Nearly Psycho. Roll it back. Roll it back. Have time to get to the foot here, which I might do. I'm going to take advantage of. So yeah, we're going to stay in the garage. I'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
oversteer, come in and let us have a look at the setup. You'll get oversteer if the rear tyres lose grip before the front. Usually this will be coming from a lack of rear downforce or an overly stiff rear suspension, but a little tweak with negative camber or toe in can also help with this. We're 18th in the speed trap, 198.6 miles per hour.
Right, we're back. And yeah, I think what we're going to do is have a little think about it. Is we're going to go out on fresh tyres, but we're going to go for 2 out laps because the fuel is quite a lot that you start off with. So we're going to get out.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
We might be a little bit out of sync with everyone else, so we just have to watch our fuel to make sure we don't run out and that we're not impeding anyone, because a penalty is not what we want here. But it's a fairly empty track. Looks like everyone is kind of waiting for the last run of the day. And we have the whole track to ourselves. Look at that. First 2 laps will simply be getting the fuel down. And towards the end of our second lap, we will attempt a bit of a tyre warm-up. Not that we need too much at Hungary. I'd love to attend this race IRL one day. Just feel like it'd be such a great place to watch Formula 1 cars. If we can get round for everyone else comes out the pits, it'll be a bit of a result. Looks like this is when everyone's going to come out though. Got 2 cars behind here. They're going to have to make space for themselves because they're not on flying laps. Yeah, we messed that up. That's not impeding because I was on the flyer also. He was just way too close.
And that's just 30 seconds left.
Just bound to happen. You kind of open yourself up for that if that happens. We won't get another lap in, so that's that. We messed up that first corner and then, yeah, we won't be on pole unfortunately. Hopefully we don't lose too many spots, but we're going to box.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
I'll be happy from the front row. But that's that. Hopefully we stay P2. We still currently are. Lots of drivers still doing their final flying laps. But that's a shame. I said it earlier, but I felt like we maximised. I couldn't really think of anywhere on that second lap that we could improve, to be honest. So yeah, maybe in that high-speed left-hander. 1, 2, 3, turn 4, I believe. But yeah, that's that. P2. So. Not too bad. We have the Mercedes of Quick Pick behind us. And then a Red Bull. So yeah, Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. Which in a lobby that is unequal cars, that's how it should be, I think. But lots of differences all over the board here. It looks like one of those tracks where a difference in car gives you a massive time difference. So luckily, we are quite lucky to be in a Ferrari, to be fair. Just a shame we couldn't do anything in that last lap. We messed up turn 1. Obviously Quick Pick was right behind us there. We couldn't really get out of the way though. He was just too close behind. I was going to say, probably not going to do as much Lyco here, so I don't know how far we want to go under. Probably like 2 laps under. Might be some safety cars as well, so yeah, so we can't use the mediums, so our third stint will be the softs, and our second stint, I think we're going to go hard. I think we want to minimise our time on the softs as much as humanly possible here. Seven laps. 14, 7. Oh, I don't even know about 7 laps on the soft. They're so bad. Maybe we extend. Just depends where we are at that point of the race. I'm happy to start on the hards because we have we've massively outperformed what I thought we were going to do in quali. So yeah, 14. I don't think we want to go any longer than 14. Underfueled, that's fine. time we're going to go. .20:34. So we've got 2 minutes to wait. And then we'll start the formation lap. Putting my strategy up here probably isn't the best thing to do, considering I'm live streaming, but it's only a bit of fun, isn't it? So, I mean, you're starting on the soft of the medium, the softs of the hards, so honestly I'm happy to get my hard stints out of the way. They're going to be the better race tyre. And you never know, if we luck into a safety car at the end, maybe we should go one lap further down the line. But anyway, it is a bit of a lottery. So the drop-offs on them softs though is just so bad. Honestly, 5 laps on the softs might be the one. It's just, yeah, what else we're going to do? Got an announcement. Let's go. 34 minutes past the hour. Nothing silly turn 1. Nobody go Bottas bowling. It's a good job it's not wet. Have 3 soft runners around us, so probably don't want to be fighting too hard, I'd say, because this is definitely going to be a race of strategy. We're going to be massively offset them. They're going to be pit so early, but then again, if we can stay ahead, we sort of we do increase our advantage later in the race. It's going to be very, very interesting with not much opportunity to overtake. Soft runners will have much warmer tyres right at the start as well.
Decent parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out.
Here we go, everyone.
The rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Everyone have fun, and yeah, please no missiles into turn 1. Soft runners are going to get a much better start than I. That was silly.
Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past. Okay, so you've got overtake now, overtake enabled. Okay, so with the new power units, make sure you're lifting and coasting before corners, and consider not always going full throttle. Try combining lift and coast into braking with boost out of corners and see if you can find a good balance. Okay, so remember, when you get within a second, you'll get access to extra power from the hybrid system in overtake mode.
I do feel like we carry quite a bit of speed through that corner.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. We're low on fuel. Let's conserve what we have left. Start using the car's drag to slow you down ahead of the braking points by just lifting off the throttle briefly before you start to actively brake. That'll help. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.1 seconds. Boost mode is available now. tyre condition still looking good.
Why am I sliding so much?
There are 28 laps of fuel remaining, 28 laps.
I'm being a bit too tentative on that corner since my incident. Yeah, just out broke. Gave the place back. Feel like we are saving enough fuel for now. Damn, sliding all over the place, just not releasing the brakes. Blocking at that corner. There we go, Dean slides into the box. And this is where we have to extend our advantage. Because he was gaining on him a little bit. They'll have way more pace than us now.
25 laps of fuel left, 25 laps.
There you go, Demon Slayer's now in second place again. 14 seconds back. By the time we get to lap 14, we should have a bit more of an advantage. Definitely have some traffic to come through, which might benefit us.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Tyres feeling a bit wobbly now. They're still hanging in there.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
Right on cue. Have to start lifting, coasting at some point. Do one more.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. There are 20 laps of fuel left. Okay, we can take you this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Oh.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Still got a lap of Lyco to do. If we can come out just behind Quick Pick, that will be a result.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road. Okay, mate, boost mode if you need it. Boost mode if you need it. 18 laps of fuel remaining now. Good pace, you're catching the car in front by about a second a lap. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.6 seconds.
It's a slow burner this one, but we are catching. Teammate ahead, he's a lap down. I wonder if he's come to help me out with some overtake mode. I don't think I'm catching Demon Slayer fast enough though. Should be more like half a second a lap. I've got a long way to go, of course. This could potentially be a bit annoying for us if we can't get past.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, we're down to 15 laps of fuel left now.
Oh, come on. We're losing so much time to Demon now. heavy box, we're going to be taking our tyres so much later than his. I think he might have won the race with that decision though, because he'll be able to keep with me fairly well. It's going to have to be some immense driving now to try and keep ahead. And my fan's gone off as well, which means we're getting quite hot in this rig now. Slay's managed to keep 2 as well.
Okay, we've got 12 laps of fuel remaining.
That could be something. Our car going slowly. Not slowly enough. To be honest, yeah, probably should have left room. I mean, he's going to win anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to say let him pass. When I massively missed the braking zone, I think he's played fair. He's raced well. He's had a really good pace. But I had to defend it. There was no option not to.
Okay, we've got 10 laps of fuel to go, 10 laps of fuel left.
Anything can still happen, so we need to keep in the hunt. We need to make sure we don't get any time penalties. We do have to box still, but we will have so much fresher tyres than everyone else around us at that point.
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. box.
Yeah, we're going to box this lap for fresh softs.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
And we have to be absolutely rapid in the next 5 laps
Okay,
in order
we go
to
back into the race.
make sure that
That's
we
a
pick up second
fantastic
place.
stop, faster than we were expecting.
As long as we stay within the limits of the track, we should.
That was our last
Be
stop.
okay.
No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Eight seconds to make up. Or how many with the penalty? 5. I see a medium tyre. Front to the left. That's an instant disqualification right there, unfortunately for him.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Should be fastest lap by quite some margin.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.9 seconds. We're catching the car ahead, well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Hopefully JF, J5 shouldn't put too much of a fight up. I do think we're on 2 track limit warnings though, so we shouldn't make it too hard for ourselves. But so long as we still have some soft tyres at the end of this, we should be making fairly easy work of this.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.7 seconds.
Well, that's a good job we had one more in the bag.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Fuck.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
We have to be on track then, aren't we? Why don't we just play it safe?
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Yeah, that was silly of me not to get that last track limits warning. That was so silly. But we come away with the podium. I think I'm happy with that based on the pace, to be fair. I mean, I think J5 had slightly better pace than us, as well as, well, Demon Slayer's just absolutely run away with it. Maybe our strategy wasn't the best. We could have maybe pit onto another set of hards a bit earlier. That would have given us, we wouldn't have lost so much to Demon in the first second stint, sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up pretty quickly here because it's got very hot all of a sudden. The fan that I was using has completely stopped working, even though it's plugged into power. Yeah, it's just gone, absolutely gone. So, which is a shame. But here we go. Let's look at the final results. Oh, 18.4 was the fastest lap, and we did an 18.8 on fresh softs.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. It's been Made Place in the Place, and we will see you another time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.